Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I am Steve Shaw. You probably watched my last 4 videos and say he's wearing the same tank top in all the last 4 videos. Does he ever change? No, I make them all in one night sometimes on my rest day. This is rest day. Guys, I got a question from Mario. Mario wants to know if a muscle can get stronger without getting bigger. Can a muscle get stronger without getting bigger? That's a very good question. I'm going to get into that in just a second. Before I do so, if you have a question, check out the link below. Come on over, submit your questions. The best questions I turn into videos just like this. So we all know that I preach improve your strength to improve your size. Progressive overload. We all know the importance of progressive overload. But the question is, can a muscle get stronger without getting bigger? Yes, it can, but let me explain. Before I explain why, understand that just because a muscle can get stronger without getting bigger doesn't mean it will. It's probably getting bigger, but different muscles, different muscle groups might get stronger at different rates or might experience more muscle growth sometimes, less muscle growth sometimes, even with equal levels of strength. Why is strength and size increases do not run parallel? They do not always run parallel, and here's why. Muscle size is a function of cell volume. It's a function of your training style and how those cells respond, protein synthesis, and all that kind of good stuff. It's the expansion of a muscle cell. You don't grow new muscle cells. The muscle cells just get a little bit bigger and fortified. That's a simplified way of putting it. But with strength, there are so many other factors involved with strength. You have leverages in your body, okay? You have connective tissue strength. You have your neuromuscular adaptation. Your neuromuscular system can get more efficient at firing or recruiting muscle fibers. You have bone density and bone strength. You have form. You can improve your form and increase your strength. There's so many more variables that come into play with strength training. So sometimes you can just do a form tweak, lift more weight, you're increasing your strength, but this might not directly lead to muscle size increases right away. It might happen over time, after the fact, after you've dialed in your form and your strength is increasing and your body is getting used to that extra load. Or your strength could go up because your tendon strength's a little bit better, and that's not muscular in nature at all. Maybe your leverages are improving because of your form. So it's your form driving those strength increases and not the muscle size. At the end, when you build more strength, when you get stronger, it's going to lead to more muscle size. But the thing is, and I want to stress this, that size and strength change in 2 different ways. A muscle only knows the tension and the pressure put on it. And the more, if you continue to put the same pressure and the same volume on a muscle cell, and by pressure, I mean stress. I mean, if you continue to use the same weight, never increase the resistance or the volume over time, it has no reason to adapt and get bigger. So it is essential for building muscle that you get stronger and maybe add a little bit more volume or tonnage, which is the weight times the reps that that overall stress you put on a muscle. That's it. That's it for muscular growth. There are other minor factors involved. Protein synthesis, how frequently you train can have an impact. There's even some research that muscle pumps can influence muscle size. That's a training variable as well. So all these variables that lead to hypertrophy or muscle building are simply a factor of how you train. Maybe for a pump, increasing volume, increasing strength. It's just different ways you're stressing the muscle. With a pump, by recruiting a maximal amount of muscle fibers, really stressing those muscle tissues during a set, all that kind of good stuff. But for strength training, your form, your leverages, your neuromuscular adaptation, the efficiency with which your neuromuscular system is recruiting muscle fibers, bone density and form and leverages and all that kind of stuff can improve. So there is a difference between how strength increases and how size increases. And yes, sometimes they aren't always going to be equal, but that doesn't mean that there are times when you're building strength where you're not building any muscle at all because it's tendon or whatever. So it's not like, there is some gray area. Let's just put it that way. There's some gray area. It's not like plus or minus, like you're building strength and you're not building muscle. And that's never going to happen. That's never going to happen unless you become a very advanced natural lifter and you pretty much tapped out a natural strength potential. The beautiful thing is, natural muscle potential. You built up about as much muscle as you're going to build naturally. But the beautiful thing is about strength training and why I gravitated towards strength training after so long in this industry is that once you've built about all the muscle you can build, you can still build strength. You can still improve your form. You can still get your tendons stronger. You can use all these overload techniques to just continue to get stronger, even though a muscle cell is about as big as it's going to get. So that's a beautiful thing about strength training. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, check out the link below. If you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.